Thank you, Micaiah. Thanks to you, the Kingdom of Dane lives again.
I didn't do it alone. We did it. Everyone fighting together.
Well, you didn't hurt the effort. I'd hazard a guess that Dane's reconstruction would have only been a dream without you. I regret I have no other way to show my gratitude, but I want to officially name you Supreme Commander of the Army of Dane.
I see, and I accept. It is with great honor that I assume this office. This battle may be over, but the fight to return Dane to its former glory will take time and effort. If my support can be of service, then I am honored to assist.
I'm glad. Well then, I'll perform the simple ceremony. Will you kneel? In the name of the King of Dane, I dub thee Micaiah, Supreme Commander of Dane, and grant thee the authority and responsibility pertaining thereto. Just uncommon words there. Oh! Right. I see. So she becomes a light sage. She automatically gets her class change.
It feels odd.
You wear it well. Won't you join me as I champion Dane to a great new era? I'm counting on you.
I will.
So, it's not necessarily good to class change whenever. If you do it too early, then your stats are just way behind. So the more levels that you get on that first class, the better. You know, honestly, this feels like something that could be made in RPG Maker. Which is weird to say. I had one of the old RPG Makers, and it's not like the one that you can get now where it looks like all sprite-based. It was 3D, which is actually very cool, but the amount of space that it took to save projects was just ridiculous. It took an entire memory card. And when I tried to save things, I feel like it just didn't do it right. It always got corrupted in some weird way.
Are you leaving already? Stay, at least for the feast tonight. You've done so much. You deserve some celebration. Nothing I can say will convince you to break bread with Lord Izuka?
Well, there is that, but honestly, if we stick around too long, the soldiers are going to start giving us dirty looks. It's kind of awkward.
What do you mean?
Most Danes still loathe Laguz. Getting rid of that hatred? Let's just say you have your work cut out for you. Look, we don't want to ruin everyone's party. It's been great. But we'll just quietly slip away.
That's terrible. I can't believe I never noticed. Tormund, I'm so sorry.
Don't cry. I hate it when girls cry. Take care of yourselves. It's, good that you came to help us. So, thanks. Whoa, you're thanking me? Better get a hold of yourself, Soth. You're gonna make me get all weepy. You little...
Marm, before you go, I just want to thank you. Thank you for not telling anyone about my brand.
No thanks needed. It's rude of me to ask, but do you know anything about the circumstances of your birth?
No, I know nothing of my parents. But just before she died, the old woman who raised me told that the brand was... told me what the brand was and what it meant. This is proof that the blood of both Beork and Laguz coursed through me. And so, I am anathema to both. She told me never to let anyone see it, and to be always on my guard.
Wise advice.
I've avoided people most of my life to conceal my brand and my powers. But there's no way to hide how very slowly I age. I just keep moving through Dane. Same holds true now. I won't be able to stay in this army long.
Even so, as long as little Soth is by your side, I think that you can overcome any difficulty.
Yes, just as you have Tormod.
Yes.
Marm, boss, I know you don't want to go, but at this rate we'll be standing here all night. Vika, my thanks go to you, too. Soth and I will visit you in the desert. I'll be there, but I won't be waiting. Waiting for people who never come is hard. Vika, I said I'll come, and I will.
Okay, then. Micaiah, Soth, we're going with them. What? Aren't you going to Gallia? Yeah, we're taking them. Come on, neither of you can leave Dane for a little while, right? Don't worry, we can handle it. Once the battle ended, it seemed time to move on. I'm sorry to change our plans, but this is better for us all.
That's awful. I can't believe you're all leaving us at once.
Micaiah, fate brought us together, you and I, guided by the same voice. Our paths are fated to cross again someday. I'm sure of it. Aww.
I'm embarrassed. I didn't mean to cry. It's been so nice meeting you all.
Till next time, because I know we'll meet again.
What was that sound? Volg? Lady Nyla, did she send you back to guard me, Volg?
Ridiculous, as if you didn't already have that annoying bird. Ah! I take it back!
So, we freed our country from tyranny together, but it's not over yet. We'll have to work hard for a long time to return Dane to its former grandeur. I know it won't be easy, but I have you two with me. I know we can do it.
Dane has been reborn. Word of King Peleus's coronation reaches neighboring Crimea within days. Crimea itself has spent the past 3 years rebuilding from the damage it suffered during the Mad King's War. News that Ashnard's son now sits on Dane's throne sends waves of unease and worry rippling across the land. Alas, this is not the only thing disturbing the people of Crimea during this time. There is an ever-widening gap emerging between Crimea's noble class and the nation's young ruler, Queen Alincia. Crimea lost its king during the Daean invasion, and Alincia is still an inexperienced ruler. What's more, her very existence was a secret from the public, and so she came unexpectedly to her succession. Many of Crimea's noble houses raised their voices in protest against her rule. Elincia's desire for a long-lasting peace has driven her to strengthen Crimea's ties with the Laguz nation of Gallia, and to renounce Crimea's claim to rule over a defeated Dain. Her political moderation is seen as a sign of weakness among her critics. Ike, the young hero who led Crimea to victory in the Mad King's War, was granted a peerage for his heroism and bravery. The elevation of a common mercenary to the nobility, however, widened the rift between the aristocracy and the queen yet further. Perhaps to avoid becoming mired in these power struggles, Ike renounced his peerage and took his leave of the court. Yet Ike's actions did little to placate the nobility. They continued to criticize the queen's every decision and lay squarely at her feet the blame for all of Crimea's woes.
On Drifting Clouds. So you have acknowledged Peleus as the new crowned king of Dain. Your Majesty, this is beyond the pale.
I have not forgotten our war with Dain. 3 years is not so long as that, but do not forget, if we allow hatred to rule over our hearts, we become prisoners of our past. A lasting peace serves both nations.
Bravo, Your Majesty. Well spoken indeed. Your words paint a picture of idealism, rarely seen here at court. However, and I beg your forgiveness, it is quite apparent your grasp of politics remains childishly naive. Abandoning rule over Dain, then reconciling with our most hated enemy. This will not do. The people will soon take their discontent to the streets. What's more, why choose Bastion, the Count of Fair, as your envoy? His skills in court are vital to Crimea. To send away such a key figure, tell me, Your Highness, how exactly do you plan to rule without him?
The Count of Fair himself gladly volunteered as a delegate. Her Majesty's decision was only...
Lady Lucia, still your tongue. You are not Her Majesty. Do not presume to speak for her. Yes, Lady Lucia, please refrain from speaking if you have not been directly addressed. Your familiarity with the Queen does not grant you a seat at the Royal Assembly. Although you may have been raised as a sister of Her Majesty the Queen, kindly remember your place.
You have my apologies.
You see, General Geoffrey, does your loyalty to Her Majesty stem only from your unchecked emotions? Those with a taste for gossip are talking. I wonder, have you heard what the Help is saying about you?
What?
Geoffrey. At any rate, growing discontent has brought the royal family of Crimea to a crossroads of sort. Your Highness, this is all on you. Indeed, Your Majesty, whatever do you intend to do? Melior. Queen Elincia. I don't know who's talking.
Marcia, how are you today? And what are you doing here? Lucia told me about those good nobles and their chest-beating contest, so I thought you could use some cheering up. You weren't in your chambers or the garden, so I guess you'd be out here. Forgive me, I need some time to think. I'm sorry to trouble you. Not at all. After everything you've done for me, it's the least I could do. It was nice of you to hire me as a royal knight, but hiring my sponge-brained, spine-deprived brother might qualify you for sainthood. Even so, I'm afraid I may have caused you a great number of hardships. Huh? Oh, the grief I'm getting from the nobles? It's nothing I can't handle. If you think your country has stuffed shirt windbags for our aristocracy, you should see Benians. When I was the Pegasus Knight there, they had a new shenanigan every week. After that, the Crimean crybabies are no big deal. No, it's my fault, and I'm sorry. I'm so new at all this. Even you are affected by my blunders. Sometimes I think Maybe I just don't have what it takes to be a queen. That's so not true. Queen Alencia, anyone can strut around in a queen hat and say she's a ruler, but you always put your people first. Look, it's not that you're doing a bad job, it's just everyone's on edge lately, with Dane getting a new king and all. People are worried that Dane will start another war like the one 3 years ago, and they're taking it out on you. Just don't let those peacock-wearing nobles bug you, and remember that you don't have to go it alone. You've got friends everywhere. Thank you, Marcia. Your kind words have lifted my spirit. That's right. I'm not alone. I must be strong for the sake of our people, as the protector of our homeland. Huh? Queen Alencia, what the heck is going on over there?
Hey, how dare you harass us? Begone, insolent fools, begone, I say! Fear not, my lady, this senile old bird will gladly trade his life for your protection. They say nothing is as beautiful as the herons of Serenes, especially a royal princess. We'll fetch a pretty penny from some lord or another, and our pockets are a little light. What do you say, Captain? Yes, naturally. She should prove to make a fine gift. Seize them and mind the raven's talons. It is unbelievable! Stand back, you unrepentant dogs! No, she does not give in easily. Man, silence that cawing raven. Who would pay for an old crow like that anyway? Leave him.
Stop right there!
Company. How droll.
Hey, Benny and Draco Knights! Are you lost? Or have you been letting those scaly flea bags do your navigating? What are you doing in Crimea's sky?
We merely strayed a bit in our duties patrolling the border. You have a problem with that?
You and your flying snakes are in violation of Crimea's sovereignty. Besides, do you have any idea who you're dealing with here, Reptile Breath? Marcia, stop. We cannot afford to start antagonizing the Benian army. I am the Queen of Crimea. But your Majesty, we can't just let these wyvern monkeys run rampant.
She's a new insult every single line she says.
And we're not going to. As long as they don't realize I'm the Queen, we should be fine. Benny and Draco Knights, you will only be warned once. Leave this area immediately. I serve the Queen of Crimea. Trespassers on Crimean territory will be dealt with. No exceptions.
The Queen, she says. The very Queen that relied on us, the Benian Empire, to free her nation. Imperial Draco Knights are not frightened by soldiers so weak as Crimean Pegasus Knights. Listen up. We'll leave those two alone. It's these Serenese maiden we want. Do not allow her to escape. Looks like we'll not talk any sense into them. I suppose we have no choice. Sir Nilucci, we're here to help you.
I'll be. It's Her Majesty Queen Alencia. Fate has smiled upon us.
I hate to be a bother considering it has been so long, but your assistance is most appreciated. Oh, he knows. Protect Lean to keep her from being kidnapped. Jeez. Kidnapped? If she's taken, keep fighting until you take her back. Okay. So, Slim Sword, Steel Lance. Survive for 8 turns. Let's see here. Might as well just go ahead and start. So it's 24. Ooh, ah! Can't touch this. I don't know where to put her. Men. I should probably take a look at what people are. Iron Poleaxe. A lot of Iron Poleaxe. short axe and it's red? Does that mean I can take it? Probably does. But it's going to be, most likely, exceptionally difficult to get. Beak will do 26. And I have no chance to be hit. Ooh. Alright, we have a target. Not bad. I feel like we're not supposed to lose this. Boy, I'm bushed. Hey, partner, you tired? How's a nap sound? Want to rest your wings a bit? Huh? We're running late, but I'm sleepy. What did you call me? That wasn't very nice. Overgrown lizard. Please tell me that's not what I think it is. Oh, this is perfect. Benny and Draco Knights is just my stinking luck. Cool. Can I talk to him? No. Okay. Um, 16, 10% chance to be hit. That's 22, 50% chance to be hit. How much damage did she do? 8? Might as well. She's done. Fun. Stun day, fun day. That's what they say, right? Just kind of block her off a bit. Now, be gone with you. The skies and the heron are ours. Can't wait to see your corpses smash across Carmia's landscape. Oh, God! Oh. Okay. Okay. I am sweating bullets right now. Level up, though. Oh! That's her. I thought it was someone else. Wait. You can't talk. You can, though. Who the hell is this? Okay, that is her. Huh. Har.
Hey, look who's here! It's Har!
Hello, Marcia. I see you're still flying about in that apple-eating hairbag.
And you're still asleep at the reins of that foul-smelling... Oh, crackers, I don't have time for your nonsense. Open that one good eye of yours and take a look around, will you? Those Benny and Draco Knights have invaded Crimean skies. Gotta help us save the Lagoons that are trying to kidnap. Well, come on, Har.
Me? Why? I owe the Queen a favor or two, but I'm not one of her soldiers.
You cad? Does having fought together in the Mad King's War mean nothing to you?
Well, no, but look, I've got a delivery to make. This cargo is really heavy. Sorry, Marcia. Maybe next time.
Next time, you lizard-loving jerk? Would you really abandon us? What kind of man are you?
The kind who lives to sleep another day. Well, good luck to you. See you around.
Stop! You have to stay and help! Okay, Har, hear me out. If you were an Imperial Draco Knight once, right? It's your job to fix this. You're your old comrades. You have to keep them in line.
Huh? Not making a lick of sense, girl.
Why do I have to make sense? If Jill were in trouble, I bet you'd help her. Please, 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 come on, Har. You have to help us. You have to.
Is it really that bad?
Yes, they're a tough bunch, and I'm all alone. I don't think I can manage to protect Queen Alencia. Please say you'll help, if only for the safety of the Queen.
Oh, fine. I really don't have time for this, but I guess I can lend a hand.
Thank you so much. I take back all the mean things I was about to say about you earlier.
There's nothing but trouble. Well, I'm going to do this. Let's get it over with. Up and at him, partner. Cool. So he can maybe, hopefully, 17. Yep, that's gonna kill. Cancel. Not exactly all that useful. And I am going to mend her up. Probably should have done that beforehand, but I can still move! Good. And that's it. Well, that guy's real tough. Well, if it isn't Zephyrin, what brings the Draconites into Crimean skies? Couldn't you just stay on patrol? Saw a pretty little heron and just had to save her? Is that it? I never could decide if you guys were more greedy or more corrupt. Stupid was never in question, though. Who do you think you are? You're a traitor, just like Shinarim. The Draconites spit on your name. Do they now? Well, here's your chance to try the real thing. Ooh, cancel! Cancel prevents them from counterattacking. So, that is a good skill to see pop out there. Give me 10. Maybe 12. It's not going to be hit, though. That's for sure. That's going to be 1. 2. Okay. That means I'm going to have to just go to town. With both of these guys. Yep. And he's dead. And we got a short axe. Sweet. 0% chance to be hit. For 8. Oh, he was on a timer. And I should kill him. Yep. It's all about math. So I don't think I survived 8 turns. Only 5. Makes me wonder why the thing didn't just end. Really?
Yeah, you run, Dragonbackers, and don't ever come back to Crimea.
That was weird.
Princess Lean, it is a pleasure to see you again. I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Are you hurt?
Sure.
Lady Lean is very grateful for your help with those ruffians. I was quite delighted to see you again, Your Majesty. Frankly, I don't think these old bones would have been up to the task of protecting the princess without your help. The most important thing is that you're both safe. Certainly, Lucci, but what brings you here? As far as I knew, the both of you were residing in Gallia.
It is imperative that my lady sees General Ike as soon as possible. We were traveling to the royal palace in Melior for that very purpose.
That's unfortunate. Ike left Melior more than half a year ago. After that, rumor has it, he reorganized the Grell mercenaries. No one seems to know where they are.
What? This is most unexpected. What are we supposed to do now?
Sir Ike isn't here, but since you've traveled all this way to Crimea, would you like to visit the royal court? I would be happy to investigate the whereabouts of the Grell mercenaries during your stay.
Well, we don't want to be a bother, but it would be very kind of you.
To be honest, there are matters about which I must speak with Sir Ike myself. And regardless, we're always delighted to have such splendid guests at your service. As yourselves.
Wow.
I must tell you, however, and I am ashamed to say it, there is unrest among certain circles here in Crimea. I hope nothing will happen to disturb your visit with us.
Unrest, you say?
Yes, I trust, however, my protection will be enough to keep you from harm's way.